Imani quit playing.
Yo, you already know what it is. You're listening to The Urban Products. It's your boy DME.
It's your boy Cozy Rich.
And it's your girl Imani.
How's everybody doing today?
Really?
Living my best life.
Really good.
Whoa. You know the way it goes. Do that again.
How's everybody doing today?
I'm living my best life. Per usual. How about you?
I'm good.
There
Dev,
you go.
how are you?
There you go.
I'm doing okay. It's a Tuesday. We're back. For any new listeners that we may have, welcome to The Urban Product. Let me give you a rundown of what you're getting into before we get too deep into the show. You feel me? We are a entertainment platform / media outlet / whatever. You feel me? We're just a music podcast. We come on here to have fun, talk about recent events along with what is going on in the world of hip hop and music in general. You feel me? I know we got a lot of new listeners based off the month run that we did with guests. I know we don't normally do that, but it's good to do that time to time. I remember we had this idea back in April, kind of like open the podcast up to the public and have more people from the community come on the show. We were trying to do that in April, but then COVID happened, so everything got shut down. So what y'all just witnessed for the last month was us bringing that back. You feel me? And I was happy we were able to do that, talk to a couple people, spark some new ideas, and then bring new listeners onto the show. But with that being said, let's talk about what happened over the weekend. We found out, I think it was this past Saturday, that Joe Biden was elected to become the 46th president of the United States, with Kamala Harris being his vice president. Reactions, thoughts, how do we feel about it?
I'm happy that he's the president. It's the lesser of two evils. So I mean, I'm just happy Donald Trump's not president because of the things he was trying to do. But Joe Biden's president. I just hope he lives up to the hype, I guess, and people hold him accountable to all the things he said he was going to do, as well as the fact that he doesn't fuck shit up. You know what I mean? So you can only get better from Trump, in my opinion. So with Biden and Kamala Harris becoming president and vice president, I only see us getting better from here. But then again, we weren't really good to begin with.
Spot to begin with. Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like I don't know how much change they can even do. And I say that because they're Democratic. They're Democrats. The House and Senate is controlled by Republicans. So I'm like, I don't know how much he'll actually be able to do if it's not being approved by the Senate and House. So, I mean, I know he has good plans. I'm happy that he's the new president-elect, but I can't really say anything until I actually see things happening. So, I just pray and hope that he actually does the things he said he was going to do during his presidential run or candidacy, as they say.
I agree with a lot of what Darnell was saying. I mean, when I heard it, I was kind of happy. I was like, oh shit, but I didn't want to be like, yay, and then I get some Trump supporter behind me talking crazy. So
I feel that.
But I was happy at first, and then I was looking at the numbers again, and I was like, that's a lot. Almost more than half of the country didn't go with him. So that means there's still a lot of us out there that has this mentality that Trump was trying to, I guess you can spread or made it, not even spread. I feel like his presence made it even bigger. So the fact that even though he's going to be gone, I feel like that mentality or that space in which people who supported Trump and supported his values is still going to be there. It's not, even though he's gone, I still feel like it's still here. So we still have to deal with it in some type of capacity. So, I mean, I'm happy. Hopefully, like Darnell said, hopefully things will, improve. And if they don't, I wouldn't be surprised. But we're only moving up from here.
I just wanted to point out that your friends, like people watching this, you definitely have closet Trump supporter friends, because there's
for sure.
We all definitely have some closet Trump supporter friends that won't admit it when they're with the group. They're just gonna be like, nah, I'm a Democrat or I'm against Trump. But ain't no way that we have friends that aren't Trump supporters and he has the amount of support he does all around the country. I mean, Massachusetts itself was 64% 5% Democratic. So
yeah, and we are a blue state.
Yeah, you know
too,
what I mean. So like Massachusetts is good, but looking around the country, I'm just like, damn. Like, I didn't imagine half these places to be like that. So I just know there's a lot of people out there that support Trump but just don't speak on it, and that's just crazy. I just learned that through this election, but yeah.
Well, I thought that, we all knew that we weren't going to get the results on Tuesday. It was going to take a couple of days for them to count up everything. And I learned today that they are still counting. I thought after they called the election that they were going to stop counting everything, but they're still counting to this day. Biden got 290 votes from the Electoral College. So
270 is needed to win.
270 is needed to win. So that's why they were able to call it after that on Saturday. When they did call it, I remember I saw the news first on Twitter, but I feel like people have been saying Biden won since Tuesday. So I just saw it on Twitter, and then I went to CNN to see if it was confirmed, and then they had it in big letters on the screen. And they had my brother crying on screen, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. But that happened, and I went to break the news to my mom.
Yeah,
Marino, unmute me real quick.
I went
to break the news to my mom, you feel me? Because she was sitting in the kitchen. She had no idea that they announced the results. So I was like, hey, Mom, guess what? They announced... No, I didn't even present it like that. I was like, hey, Mom. She was like, yeah. I was like, Biden won. And she paused for a second. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, Biden won. And then what you're about to hear is her reaction.
No, stop.
Cutest shit in the world. I love my mom. Cutest shit in the world. This is her reaction. Turn that up. Turn that up, Reno.
you be thinking Joe Biden's like the second coming of Obama.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like that. Niggas was not fucking with Trump.
Your mom's mad cute, bro.
You didn't hear that? I heard it all up here. It's cool. Yeah, that was my mom's reaction to Biden winning the election, and it was really cute. It was pure as shit. I think, like a lot of us, I don't think everyone is a giant, big fan of Joe Biden. We've heard everything that he's done within the last 40 years. We find some flaws in his plans. So not everyone is so excited that Biden won, but I think a good majority of the country is just happy that they don't have to deal with Trump for the next 4 years. Now, with that being said, we all knew that if Biden was to win the election, Trump wasn't going to go away easily. You feel me? And best believe he's not. He's saying that he's not going to invite Joe to the White House because, it's a tradition that they do in between presidents. If the next president, the current president would invite the upcoming president to the White House and they do their whole thing. Trump said, fuck that.
This dude's really a child, bro. Like, he's like that kid that loses in a basketball game and, if it's his ball, he's taking the ball so no one else can play. That's what Trump is, bro.
Well, first of all, he said that he won.
Dumbass.
First of all, right before they announced the results, my man went on Twitter and said that I won the election, by a lot. And then it actually ended up showing that he lost the election by a lot. And now, I don't know. I guess he's trying to bring this shit to the Supreme Court.
He's saying the election's rigged. Essentially,
He's
saying He's saying basically the fact that there was so much mail-in ballots that happened this year. We don't know which were legitimate and which were not. And because Biden is winning so many different states, the mail-in ballots that are coming in can't be legitimate because Trump isn't supposed to lose. But when it comes to providing proof of this corruption and the mail-in ballots being fake, he can't provide any. So I'm pretty sure he's had lawsuits thrown out in Michigan, Florida, and another state. So he's doing these lawsuits, but they're not going anywhere because he has no proof. He
can't accept the law. So he's starting to have other states recount the votes as well. Like I heard Georgia had to do a whole recount.
And the thing is, the amount of points and votes he's down isn't like 5,000, 10,000, where like a recount might help you. Bro, you down like 750,000, a million votes. Like a recount ain't gonna do shit for you. That's a whole state. Like what?
And you got to factor in like the difference between this election and the last election is that with this election, many more people actually went out to go vote.
Yeah.
That and with this election, because of the mail-in ballots, people had more of an opportunity to go ahead and go out and vote. You feel me? Like, and with the mail-in ballots, we were saying like that was Trump's idea to begin with, right?
Yes,
to do the whole mail-in ballots. And then we know how that shit went down. You feel me? USPS was slow for a little bit, and then when everything started going down, you know, we thought. Well, no, we didn't think. I knew Biden was gonna win because I'm like, yo, they let Trump fuck it up for 4 years. They're not gonna let him fuck it up for another 4 years. That's how I personally thought going into this election. You feel me? That's how I thought. My opinion.
Can I give you my opinion going into this? I genuinely thought like, yo, Biden's really. It's really like a toss up.
Yeah.
Because I knew how much of a following this man Trump has, and like I knew mad people were gonna turn out the day of the actual election because his people are like older. They don't really need to mail in like that, like tired people. So they're gonna go actual vote, make sure their vote actually counted and shit.
Yep.
Because they be buying into his conspiracy. So when I like after the first night, I saw his numbers and I was like, oh shit, he actually might win. Until I realized like they actually have to start counting the mail-in ballots. But going into it, I thought Trump had a very, very, very good chance to get his 4 years. And if he got another 4 years, I'm sorry, but I don't know what I would have expected from this man, because he probably would have gone ape shit knowing like they're not taking him out. They tried to impeach him, didn't work. They tried to get another president, wouldn't work. Like what else could they do to get rid of this man if that didn't work? So I don't know.
I mean, I remember they saying that shit was gonna get wild like after the election, so I was waiting
believed
for that.
it. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I was waiting for that too, and I'm happy that you know, nothing popped off yet, and I'm happy for that too. But where was I going with that? Oh yeah, with that being said, since the announcement has been made, streets have been quiet. Very quiet. You feel me? Shit wasn't so loud like it was in 2016. You feel me? Like, you know how when Trump won.
Like you talking about his supporters?
You feel me?
Okay, yeah.
You feel me? You remember when he won? What we had to deal with when he won. Then when Biden won the election, of course there were supporters, you know, going out into the streets to celebrating and shit like that. But honestly, I was waiting for what the other side was gonna say. You feel me? Because I haven't seen anybody with a cult-like following as I've seen with Donald Trump. You feel me? So I was waiting for people to like say whether the election was rigged or just to throw some type of shade. Because like you said, there are a lot of closeted Trump supporters in your friend group. You feel me? And that's okay. But I was just waiting to see what people were going to say. And streets have been quiet so far. So, you know, we're going to go ahead, wait to see what's going to go down. You feel me? We'll give you updates as they come. Biden doesn't go into office until January, so Trump is gonna literally use whatever the last we got of 2020 to fuck up as much shit as he can. I hear that, I don't want to talk too much about this, but some plans that I hear that are ready to go into action, I hear Biden's already working to try to undo some of Trump's policies. And he's also thinking of putting the country into
a lockdown.
Into another lockdown.
His first 100 days, he has something. He that's right. So in the first 100 days, he wants to do that as well as some other things. I know two of the other things are get a plan together for the climate, because you know Trump doesn't believe in climate change and anything.
70 degrees in November, by the way.
You feel me? So we definitely gotta. So Biden's gonna try to put together another plan for climate or get us into that agreement again. And the big thing I'm looking at that he's trying to do within his first 100 days is cancel up to $50,000 on everyone's student loan debt.
Yep.
So I'm like, yo, $50K gone. I won't have any debt. So what's up? Like that's what I'm looking for. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
So that's really the thing for me with Biden. Like,
yeah, and that's
hook
always
my
my
future
thing.
up.
That's always my thing with politicians too. Like, yeah, election season, I'm just getting a bunch of promises left and right from both sides. But after the election and after you actually get into office, that's when I'm checking you again and be like, yo, remember what you said to us to get our vote in the first place? Here I am to double back on that. So what's good
Talking
now?
shit.
You feel me? So I'll just wait and see what's up with that. Because I feel like politicians just give us a bunch of empty promises just to secure the vote, and then they never actually do shit once they're in office. So I'm like, yeah, we can be happy that, you feel me, we can be happy that Hot Cheeto is out of the office come January, but if my man isn't providing us with something, my energy and tone will be different come at least, I'll give the nigga till March. I'll give him till March. You feel me?
I'm sorry. I thoroughly believe, like, with our generation moving up, like, we're all of age to vote. We all understand what the fuck is going on in the world and politics now. I really feel like us in America, when it comes to like voting, we're gonna start making the changes that we need to see, and it started with this election right here.
Facts.
Because I have never seen as many of my friends go voting as they did this year. Ever. You know what I mean? And we could have voted last time when Trump was president. I know I didn't vote when Trump was president last time.
Same.
You feel me? So it's just like I see the revolution that's about to change with us, our generation. So I honestly see America going and getting better, improving a lot, just because of who we control, who we're going to allow to, you know, be our politicians and our leaders. But one thing as pertains to Biden, we just got to keep that pressure. You know what I mean? We can't let him get complacent. We can't let him believe that just because he has the job, his job is done. We got to make sure he follows up on everything he said he was going to do. Climate change, student debt, the economy, COVID, all that shit. We got to make sure he's following through. Her and Kamala Harris, her as well. So just got to keep that pressure on him.
For sure. So like I said, we'll keep you updated as time goes on with whatever this country is heading towards, whatever direction we're heading towards, we'll keep y'all updated. But before we get off of this topic, one more thing I want to add to this topic because we didn't say it. A major congratulations to Kamala Harris for becoming the first Black, first Asian, and first female president. Vice president. You feel me? Actually,
president coming up soon.
We're gonna speak it into
Facts. You feel me? Speak that shit into existence.
I will
first
say this.
Black vice president, first Asian vice president.
She might be the first president.
First female vice president, and first Black Asian female vice president. You feel me? We congratulate y'all for this. Hopefully, Kamala, you know your role in all this. Hopefully, you know your role in all this, and you're able to take the necessary steps to move this country into a better direction. True, you've done some fucked up shit in the past. True, your ideal's a little iffy, but you got 4 years. You feel me? So
make it up.
Make it up for you.
She really might be president. Biden is 77, bro.
I'm hip.
I don't know if he will make. Like, I don't mean this illfully. Like, I really worry about his health.
Nah, I think I really do.
Because I know
think
mentally
about that
he's
too.
not all there.
No,
I think that he can survive his 4 years, but I'm like, but God forbid if he doesn't, and Kamala was able to move that rank up. I think I'm ready for it, but I know it's going to be a very controversial time when that moment comes. You feel me?
That moment
it's going to be if that moment comes. Yeah, it's going to be a very controversial moment.
Well, bro, think about how old Obama aged from when he was like. Look at his pictures from when he got into office.
Stress.
Poor man.
You know what I mean? So
stress.
Now that's 20 years. The 8 years was like 20 years for him.
Yeah. I can only imagine for Biden.
That's what I'm saying. Like. Yeah. Yo, I hope they got his doctors on around the clock.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But it would have been worse for Bernie though if that was the case. My poor
Bernie
man.
either way though. I don't give a damn.
Facts.
I'd rather Bernie either way. I'll take that L.
My man would have went out a G.
I'll take Bernie for 2 years.
My man would have went out a G. Bro. Facts. If
Legacy.
that happened.
All about legacy.
Facts. But talking about people's time being up, over the weekend we heard about the late passing of Alex Trebek. Passed away at the age of 80 after battling cancer for, I believe, 2 years.
He's the Jeopardy host for all of you that may not know.
For the ones that don't know him, he's been host of Jeopardy for the past, for as long as I can remember. You feel me? Yeah, exactly. He even went on Jeopardy and national television a little after he was diagnosed. And since that moment to this weekend, he's been giving us updates to how he's been doing. And we've all been hoping that he pushed through, but over the weekend he lost his battle. But he is now resting in peace after fighting for so long. So condolences to his family, and thank you for the joy that you've brought us since childhood. You feel me? Rest in peace to Alex Trebek.
Yep.
Another soldier that we lost over the weekend, King Von. Rest in peace to King Von.
Rest in peace.
King Von was actually murdered outside of an Atlanta nightclub. He was brought to the hospital in critical condition, and then he passed away from his injury at the hospital. Reactions to that?
I mean, I see a lot of people like saying things like he's rapping about this life, so I don't know why people are surprised he died by this life. I don't give a fuck. King Von, like, he was just coming out in the rap game. Yeah, he raps about this shit, but I didn't expect him to die so quickly, so suddenly, out of nowhere, under these circumstances. Like, the whole situation is fucked up in my opinion. So I'm just like, damn, I feel really bad because he just dropped an album like last week. And we were talking about it legit the week before. I feel like every time we talk about someone's music, they end up passing away like a week later. Same shit happened with Pop Smoke. It's pissing me off. But I like King Von's music. Obviously, I don't know him personally. I don't know what he's about. But like, I know he had a family. I know he owned his master, so I hope his family's gonna be good off that. Because I know, once you die, all your music starts booming for some reason. But it's just an unfortunate situation. I know. I already know he's gonna get his justice, just because of who he's affiliated with. That being said, good luck to a lot of people out there, and it's just a situation I would not want to be a part of, like personally, because this is a dangerous situation for me. Looking on the outside, looking in, like. Yeah, but R.I.P. to King Von, and I feel so bad for his family and his wife. Oh, not his wife or girl? Was it girl?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Yeah, but and his girlfriend. But yeah.
I was I think I've said this last time when Pop Smoke died. Like, at this point, the amount of deaths that's happening to our black men, it's becoming a little too numb for me. And like, I'm more upset that it has to be in the situation that they end up dying, whereas you have Nip, and you have all these other black men that are just in a bad place, bad time, because of whatever negativity that they're surrounding themselves with. So it's really sad. I feel bad for his family, his kids especially. It sucks leaving the world like that and then knowing that you have a family behind you.
Facts.
So yeah, it's a really sad situation, but I'm like I said, I'm getting a little numb, and it's kind of scary to say that, but yeah.
Before you go, actually, no, you go. I had a question.
Yeah, you can ask your question.
Has anyone heard Lil Durk saying anything?
He put up a caption, like he put up a photo and caption, obviously the same time as everybody else, but like in terms of making a public statement, no, he hasn't, and I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, like when it comes to like street life and just street politics in general, we get this news just because they're high profile artists, but unfortunately shit like this does happen all the time. We only get this news because they're such high profile artists. But when it actually comes to street like life, street politics, street code and shit like this, they're going to handle this shit behind the scenes. You feel me? They're gonna handle all of this behind the scenes. That's just how it's gonna happen. There were rumors, or for people that don't know the situation, apparently King Von got into an altercation with a couple of rappers outside of a Atlanta club.
Quando Rondo's people, right?
Yeah, Quando Rondo was one of them, and it turned from verbal disagreement into a verbal fight, and then gunshots let off from both sides. Alerted the police. Police entered the scene, and then police started exchanging gunshots as well. King Von was one of the people that got hit. I think two other people were also shot. Yeah. 2 other people were also killed. So I think 5 people were involved during this entire thing. And all I'm hearing is rumors so far. But what I'm hearing is that it happened, a man got shot, and then he was left for dead pretty much. If the rumors are true, then let this be a lesson to everybody to be careful who you walk with, be careful the type of people you surround yourself with, and if you do live by that lifestyle, be sure you actually have reliable people watching your back, you feel me? I've said this when Pop died. It always happens when you're not home. You feel me? I think this takes all of us by surprise because I don't know if y'all felt this way, but I felt like Vaughn was untouchable. In Chicago, I felt like Vaughn and
Chicago,
Dirk were untouchable.
Like G Herbo, like no one's fucking with G Herbo, Dirk, Keith,
Chief,
or
they tried
Vaughn.
Reese. You feel me? We haven't heard a peep from that side, but I just thought all those people were untouchable in their homes, and when they actually do end up getting touched, is when they're not home. You feel me?
Yeah.
Vaughn being in Atlanta, Pop being in Cali. I'm still shocked to this day that they got Nip in front of his actual store. I'm still surprised to this day that they got him there. But all of this shit happens. And it's just so sad because I feel like it's always at the pinnacle of their career or when they're just about to take off. And it's just another name to add to the long list of people that we lost this year. But even though some, like how you were saying it, like he was always like about that life, or
he was rapping about it. I said he rapped about, even if he rapped about it, that doesn't mean like this is okay.
Facts. And like he had cases about him, but like he's still a person. That's still a human at the end of the day. That's still a father, a son, a brother, a friend. At the end of the day, we make music to cope with our daily struggle. You feel me? If you hear us rap about that shit, if you hear us make music about that shit, that's just the life that we live, and that's how we are able to cope with the life that we live. You feel me? Man is still a person. He still got human emotions, and his life was taken to street violence, and now we mourn and we reflect. I don't think I have much advice to give because I feel like it sucks to say at this point I sound like a broken record because I've had to talk about death so much this year. But just make sure anywhere you go, if you are with a group of people, just make sure you got their back and they get the same way they got your back. They should have your back, you feel me? And I don't live like I don't consider I'm not a hood nigga, I'm not a street nigga. I don't consider myself to live by that code. But what I can tell you for myself is I'm not leaving my mans on the ground. You feel me? That's me personally. I'm not doing that. But we don't know what actually happened. His girlfriend, Asian Doll, came onto the scene to try to say some shit, but there was some controversy because his management was saying that she's lying. We don't know the story. We don't know if we ever will. Yeah. But Dirk bought out Quando Rondo's next concert. So we'll keep you updated next week with what happens. You feel me? But rest in peace to King Von. Anybody else want to mention anything with that?
Yeah, I'm just saying, Dirk, stop snitching on Dirk. Like, stop snitching on Dirk, like leaking this man's moves. Because, like you said, everything they do is not going to be publicized. So I feel like we're going to hear some wild shit within the next 2-3 weeks. Again.
Yep.
Yeah.
But on the OTF side.
Facts. I remember I was working over the weekend, and somebody from my spot was actually from Chicago. He said he lived like 10 minutes away from Old Block. So he was telling me.
That's too close.
Yeah, that's way too close.
That's too close for me.
That's way too close.
Yo.
Yeah, no.
Is he a hood nigga? Is he brolic or?
He looked like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. So it's still the same vicinity then?
Yeah. He just decided to pull up to Seaport for the one time. You feel me?
Don't kill me.
But
kill me. I'm sorry. That's just funny. But yeah, he's 10 minutes away from Old Block.
Yeah, he said he lived 10 minutes away from Old Block. So he was telling me how the news was hitting back home, and he was like, "Yeah, it's crazy back there." He was telling me like he was even surprised that they got duck when that shit happened. You feel me?
Yo.
So apparently the war in Chirac, ever since Chicago drill became popularized in America, it did kind of, die down, and now the top artists are doing their respectful thing. But ever since it popped off, maybe 2012, 2011,
still been out.
The life has still been the same, you feel me? Shit is still going down there and around the country, you feel me? So Yeah. Yeah, it's just a crazy ass world. You feel me?
I didn't even know you knew about Duck. Okay.
I know about music. Come on, don't disrespect me,
FBG
bro.
Duck, bro. I really didn't think you knew about Duck, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm out here.
I didn't think you'd fuck with his music. I fuck with his music, boy.
Facts. So yeah, rest in
R.I.P.
peace to King Von and all the soldiers that we lost this year. You feel me? Feel me? All right. Anybody wants to move on to like any happier news? What's everyone doing? What y'all been up to? Talk to me.
Honestly, bro, I mean, I got into a car accident on Sunday. It worked out. Actually, I shouldn't be snitching on myself. My insurance might be watching this shit. Honestly, fuck it, right? So, yeah, it worked out for the best. I got into an accident. It was my little cousin's birthday, you know what I mean? I was, dropping him off at work after his little birthday celebration. Who works on their birthday? I don't know. Him.
Not me.
So it's his fault, kind of, that I was in an accident. Because if he didn't work on his birthday, I wouldn't have to go.
Right.
Long story short,
Make him
though,
get
you know what I
the
mean?
new car. Make him get you the new car.
Yeah.
Since it's his fault. You feel me?
I don't need to.
Wow.
So yeah, I got into a car accident. As I was driving by this like stop sign, this dude didn't stop at the stop sign, and he kept going, and he T-boned me. So back of my car fucked up, right? Nigga didn't have his license was expired. Didn't have any insurance information. He said he wasn't paying attention. So I was like, all right, bet. We calling the police. You know what I mean? I'm snitching. We calling the police, right? Police come over to me. They're like, all right, it's 100% his fault. He admitted it. We got in the statement. Just tell your insurance that. Call my insurance. Let them know everything. Tell me why I get a call today talking about, hey, yo, we're going to give you $6,500 so you can get a new car. Mind you, I paid $3,000 for my car. So I'm like, hey, yo, I just made money out of this. It's fucking lit.
Niggas saying I should get into accidents more.
Oh God.
Real shit. So only stressful thing is I gotta find a new car, but that's it. Like I'm about to pocket like $2,000 from my shout out my nigga Christopher. Keep hitting niggas.
Yo, my car is actually a dub, to be honest. Yeah.
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's like right now I've been riding dirty for a while, you feel me? Can't snitch on myself if you can't catch me, you feel me? But yeah, I've been riding dirty for a little bit, you feel me? Yeah, it's because I have some repairs that just aren't worth spending the money on, you feel me?
I feel like you've said this to me
Yeah.
before
So
the
remember
lesson.
when your things went off?
Hey, yo, COVID hitting niggas crazy.
Can I ask you a question? Did you ever get your things fixed?
Nah. So this is where we're at,
My
right?
point, but you realize your car,
Don't
you
put my shit
shouldn't
out
be
there. Don't put
driving
my
At
shit out
all,
there.
for two reasons.
like, no, you shouldn't be driving at all to begin with.
Facts, right? And now we're at the point where I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't fix my shit because the repairs were just,
sounds bad.
not
He's
worth
got a
breaking
death
my
trap.
pockets for, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, let me take a little time to save up the bread. And
Time.
then when I feel... save up a little bread, and then when the time is right, I'll go fix the car, you feel me? Long story short, I brought my car to the service center because the repairs that need to be done, I can't just pull up to any local mechanic. You feel me? I actually had to go to the service center. So I went there and I was like, I explained to them the entire situation. When I explained the situation to them, honestly, I thought they were gonna hook me up for free because the situation was wild. You feel me? Let me just break it down for people. I'll keep it a buck with y'all because I know I had this history of being completely
Just
vague
fucking
on the podcast.
I feel like
and I'm
Dev's
trying to
about
work
to
on
kill.
that. You
Let
feel
me hear
me?
this shit,
So
dog.
listen to this, right? October 2018.
You talking 2 years ago?
October 2018,
It's
right?
November 2020.
October 2018, right? Halloween, right? One of my coworkers threw a Halloween party, right?
God damn, bro.
And facts. Marino's in the studio with us. He was there at said party, right? So see, he's laughing. He's laughing because he said it's crazy. Facts. Yo, I'm still dealing with the same shit, bro. So October 2018, right? I'm at this house party that my coworker threw, right?
Okay.
One of my coworkers, who's a woman, drunk as shit, so she can't get herself home. So I offered to give her a ride home. You feel me?
You fucked up.
I did. Honestly, yo. I mean, yo, I'm just such a good friend, and I don't like seeing women get taken advantage of. And what did it cost me? My car. Fuck it. But it's okay. So I give the shorty a ride back to the crib. It's like 5 a.m, right? So I'm driving on Route 16, and I'm making this turn. And I make this turn so slow, bro. Like, I took my time with this turn. But as soon as I completed the turn, my curtain airbags deployed.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Like, it was just randomly?
Yes. All right. So I was driving. I didn't hit anything at all. I made a slight turn. And in the middle of the street, my curtain airbags deployed. Confused as shit. I had no idea what was going on. My coworker was right next to me. She was petrified. Had no idea what was going on. Checked in with her. We were all good. There was not a scratch on our body. But my car was fucked. You feel me? So curtain airbags on all sides were deployed. The front didn't deploy, just the sides. You feel me? So I called the cops because I didn't know what to do. You feel me? I called the police. I'm like, yo, y'all supposed to protect us. Do something, bro. What they said was, they were like, do you want us to send an officer out there to help you out? I look in my back seat. Negative. And I'm like, negative. Just tell me over the phone what I'm supposed to do. So they tell me everything. They said as long as I'm good to drive, to just keep it pushing and call my insurance company, right? All right, so I did that. Cut the curtain airbags down because I couldn't drive because they were all over the windows. So I cut the airbags down, drove Shorty home to the crib, right? Called my insurance company the following day, explained to them the situation. And what they said was, oh, since you weren't involved in an actual accident, we can't do anything for you. And I was like, you're racist, fuck you, cool. So I move on with that, right? And then I look over my shit. And I'm like, how am I gonna fix this? Because airbags are not cheap. So how am I gonna fix this? People tell me look into if my car has a recall. I'm like, that sounds like a smart idea. Did that, no recall. I was like, no recall. Insurance ain't gonna do shit for me.
It's slow.
I'm broke. It's slow. Facts, like Kodak. I'm broke. So I looked into what repairs would cost, and airbags alone were expensive. So I'm like, let me take some time to save up for that. For my own purposes,
I really want to know, how much are airbags? You don't mind me asking.
When I went to said dealership, they said each airbag was gonna be like $850. I'm hip.
For real?
I'm hip.
I didn't know that.
You see why I was riding dirty for so long?
Oh, no, I'd be doing the same, bro. Fuck an airbag.
Facts. What? And I needed 2. So
that's $1,700.
Just for airbags.
Yeah.
But when I brought my whip to the service center, and they were like, yeah, airbags is one thing. But there's actually some more shit that's wrong with your car.
Oh, my God.
So when the airbags popped off, the seatbelt mechanism also fucked up. So currently on my driver's side, the seatbelt is locked. On the passenger sides, seatbelts are fine, but on my driver's side, seatbelt's locked. So since this happened, I haven't been driving with a seatbelt, guys. So pray to God I'm still here. It's crazy.
Really
if you were to get into an accident going over 30 miles an hour, it is a problem, bro.
I'm hip. So that shit went down, and then I took it to the service center, and they were like, yeah, so there's this module inside of your car where there's some codes that aren't connecting, and because of the malfunction, that is why your airbag's deployed, and that's why that shit happened. So we can fix that, but with fixing that, we found out that fix that, we also found out that it's just this module in general, that there's just a bunch of codes and connections that need to be made to this module. And they were telling me how, like, they checked the Carfax. My dumbass didn't check the Carfax. When I got my car. But they checked the Carfax, and apparently the previous owners got involved in accidents, and then whoever fixed it at the time just did the bare minimum to cover it up, so it can just skate free to the loser that would buy it, me. You feel me? So that happened, and I was like, all right. So after they told me all that, I'm like, all right, so how much would it be to repair? They said in parts alone, it's looking like 6 G's. And I was like, okay,
be on my way.
Parts alone. They said parts alone, 6 G's. Labor might cost you another 3. And I was like,
this car, you want me to pay?
Do you know how much I bought the car for, bro? And y'all hitting me with all that shit. So for that, yeah, it's slow for the whip right now. And
would they buy your whip off you?
You know what? I haven't even
Give you
tried because
something,
at
at
this
least for the
point,
parts?
I'm like, yo, it's looking really slow for Hendrix. That's the name of my car. It's looking really slow for Hendrix, and I might just have to go with a completely different whip. Other fun facts, since I'm just putting all my shit out there. My inspection and
Stop snitching on yourself.
Nah, it's okay because you're never.
Oh no,
because y'all can't.
No, please don't do.
Don't say that.
Don't do
all right,
it.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Not
Fine.
that one.
Fine, not that.
That's-
Because that one is crazy, right?
That's bad.
All right.
Don't
I'll
do
chill.
that,
I'll
please.
chill. But yeah, that's what's going on with my car right now.
You do
feel
switch
me?
stickers with someone or something?
No.
See how he's trying to snitch on me? That's crazy.
Nah, I'm intrigued now.
yeah.
We're gonna talk after.
I need to get a new whip.
He
Nah,
listeners,
definitely
If y'all
see.
got whips on the low, but don't try to play me,
Bro.
hit my line.
See if there's a dealership that'll just buy your car.
just for parts.
Yeah, just for parts alone. See if you can get a couple K for it,
Yeah, I
and
might
then
need to.
add that on top of what else you got to get a better car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I need to. I just need my car to get around right now. You feel me?
Nah, trust me, I
I
feel
drive
you.
everywhere, so I just need that to keep me solid for a little bit.
God damn, he said insurance won't help me. The cops couldn't help me.
Cops can never help me.
Fuck
You
y'all,
couldn't
you're
fight
racist.
the Honda itself.
It wasn't Honda's fault.
And it was, facts. And it was a brother breaking down the news to me, so I was just like, I don't have the energy. Like, you don't deserve this energy right now. If I could talk to Bill, maybe. Can I
what
give
the
Bill this
fuck,
energy
Bill?
right now? Because I don't want to give you this energy right now.
That reminds me, when I got to the accident, bro, and like I got out the car, now I know like how it feels to be really angry, bro, because I almost like swung on this nigga, and the only reason I didn't is because people were watching. And it was this dude like named Alex and his girlfriend. They saw the whole thing. He was like, buddy, don't do anything. They saw how they're like, yo, we saw everything. You don't have to do anything. I'm like, yo, thank you, Alex. All right, I got
Facts.
you.
Facts.
Don't kill me.
Oh my god,
This shit's bad, bro. This shit is really sad.
yo, I've learned that growing up just creates more and more fucking problems. Like I tell my brother every day,
Let's talk about
enjoy high school. Enjoy the years you have coming up in college because everything after that fucking sucks.
Living in your 20s.
You get living in your 20s is great because you got youth, you got some money to experience shit.
Your early 20s.
Yeah, you feel me? But like, you just don't have
Once
the
you hit a
time.
mark.
You don't have enough time because you're working and you're trying to get money to enjoy shit. So I just tell that man right now, you got time. You're broke, but you got time and energy. Use that shit.
Facts.
Use that shit.
And it hits different back in the day when you can be broke and still have fun. You feel me? You can only do that shit when you're young. You feel me? When
College.
you get to a certain age, if you want to have fun, you gotta
need
break your
money.
pockets, bro. You can't just pull up to your local park and just play ball or just kick it.
Just
You
make
feel
your
me?
own
I'll
fun.
never forget, bro,
Ain't
being
like
in
that.
college. Like, I could last an entire month with $100.
Yep.
An entire month. Fuck that. I could last 2 weeks with $20, bro. Make it last. I could go out to parties, get lit,
Yeah.
go to pre-games.
Shit.
Bro, what?
I was able to last 2 weeks being negative.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. You just figure out how to make shit last when you're...
Yeah.
It's crazy, and now I'm like, I need a minimum
Yep.
of this amount every week just to survive. How?
You ever dub plans based on how expensive it sounds?
Every day,
Yes.
every day, bro. I didn't book a vacation this winter break just because I want to save money. It's like it's COVID. What am I gonna? I can't enjoy a vacation for real.
Facts.
Save money. Fuck it.
Facts. I'm supposed to go to Cali in March, but because of COVID, niggas are trying to cancel the entire trip now.
Really?
I'm like, the
That's
entire
in March,
trip?
though.
I'm hip. I'm hip.
And they just came out with a vaccine. Well, said they have a vaccine.
I'm not taking that shit.
I'm not.
I'm not either. But I'm not either. But I'm assuming
Facts.
because they have a vaccine, things are going to start open up.
Yeah.
Because people can take it. You know what I
My
mean?
boy's trying to postpone not postpone the trip, but just maybe push it back because apparently COVID cases are increasing, day by day, and because of what we were talking about earlier about Biden trying to enforce this like shutdown at the beginning of the year. He thinks it's gonna go well into March, so that's why they kind of just want to push the trip back. I was telling them that we should just wait and see what happens before making any brash decisions. But then again, when I was thinking about all the money I put into the trip, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to postpone it? I'm like, I could use that money, but are you sure you want to postpone it, bro? just make sure you get that shit off. But yeah, as I got older, I just realized that if I want to enjoy life and actually have fun, it involves spending money. And since that, I've been so frugal with my spending. Like what? I don't want to drop bread on anything. at the same time, I'll drop bread on anything. But like, I don't want to drop bread on anything. You feel me?
Like bills, I hate paying bills.
I hate.
But I love eating food.
Love eating food.
I love eating food. It's
Love
crazy.
eating food.
Crazy.
Facts. Love driving.
Love driving.
Hate paying gas.
Hate paying gas.
Hate paying insurance.
Oh.
If you didn't buy your car off, if you didn't buy your car fully, I hate paying car notes.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Love living on my own. Hate paying rent. You feel me? So it just sucks. It just sucks. And I think about this time too, and I'm talking about I think about my mom. I'm just like, yo, you've been doing this for over 25 years. That's kind of crazy. How? But one, yo, you made the decision to have a child, so I really don't care. I really don't care. That was your decision to have a child. So you did what you had to do. But I'm all over here trying to live for myself, and I'm just like, hey, yo, it's crazy. And all this shit happens, and I'm like, yo, I see why people live at the club on the weekends now.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why people do that shit now.
When I find myself grabbing the Patron at like 6:00, I'm like, I understand why people drink after work.
I feel like that was a regular issue for you, though.
Yes.
But he got better.
Like,
No,
remember
I'm
it was like
better a
it was
lot.
take care and
Oh
Henny
yes,
all the
but
time.
that job
all the
I was at,
time.
I hated that job. Like I hated my life.
Well, you're not there anymore?
No, he switched.
That was a different one.
Consultant?
That was a different one. Yeah.
So you're not consulting anymore?
Oh, I'm consulting.
Oh, you're
Just
still there. You're
just
still-
diff-
okay.
No, it's a different company.
Different.
Different place.
Heard,
Different
okay.
place. But that, it's just you start to realize like why adults do the things they do. Like for example, when I came in here today, it came to me to the realization I understand why my mom used to flip out on me when I didn't take the food out the freezer. Because I was working all day today. Like I was working hard today, and I was just thinking like, yo, if I asked one of y'all to do something for me and you couldn't just do that simple thing, I'd be fucking heated.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I imagine me when I'm just coming back from school, ain't doing shit, just watching TV all day, playing games, and then she comes back, do you take the food out the freezer? No. I understand why she wanted to swing the fuck off. Like, it makes sense now.
Facts.
So I just be calling my mom like, yo, every time I speak to her, I'm like, I understand why you were this way. I understand why you were this way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
As I got older, I started to understand why I hate gender norms with like a stray fat. Like, I help out around the crib, you feel me? I do what I got. This comes in family, friendships, relationships. I just hate gender norms, you feel me? Because there's so much things where I feel like, hey, yo, y'all could do that for yourself. You could do that. Why do I have to do that? Like, for example, my mom, right? My mom works a lot, and I work a lot too. But because I'm a dude, she just expects me to do like certain shit at the crib when I'm not even at the crib. Like taking taking the trash out, that's regular. That's cool. I get it. Whatever. Y'all don't want to do that, I'm cool with doing that. But then she also wants me to clean the entire crib on a consistent basis, and she won't clean shit. She wants me to do well, not her, but like my aunt wants me to do housework when it's not even my house, like outside. And what else happens? I think it's just a lot of responsibilities that anybody has to do, but I'm just like, yo, y'all could also do that, but y'all refuse to do that, and you just want me to do it.
Put it on me.
Put it
you don't
all
want to
on
do
me.
it.
You feel me? And I just hate that shit. It happened at work. One of my coworkers expected me to do some shit just because I was a dude and I was quote unquote stronger than her, so she shouldn't have to do it. And I was like, you can suck my dick respectfully. Respectfully.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Do shit for yourselves. I'm sick of these norms. Stop being lazy. Because I'm lazy too.
The minute my mom told me like she had a husband was the happiest day of my life.
Happiest day of my life. My mom is currently engaged and her fiance is in Haiti at the moment.
Yep.
I told her, fam, the minute that nigga pulls up, I am gone, bro. I am gone. Because I am willing to help you right now because I understand you are by yourself.
Yo, stupid.
I got a single mother and she's by herself, so I don't want to leave her by herself. I'm willing to sacrifice some of my happiness just to make sure she's good. Best believe, as soon as the homie touches down on U.S. soil, I am gone, bro.
Y'all are stupid.
How is that stupid? That's not fair.
Trust me, like my mom's husband.
That's not fair.
I look at
this
this shit
doing shit for people.
I
you
look
don't
at the
really
shit
have
she
to.
tells him to do, and I'm just like, wow, you're a bitch.
Wow.
Like, I look at the
I'll
shit
never
like my
call
mom
that.
tells him to do. I'm just like, wow, she owns you. She runs you. You're a bitch. I could not do that. But hey, it is what it is. I respect it. Like, yo, he took the L, so I don't have to. You know what I mean? He took that L, so I don't have to.
It really
No
be
way.
like
So
that.
it really be like that. So good for him. You gotta think about it, bro. He came from Haiti. She was already here. She owns him.
Oh, don't kill me, dog.
Yo, I think about it all the time. Like, yo,
No, shut up.
he came here because she's a citizen. That's the only reason.
telling-
If she wants,
You're telling me-
send that nigga back.
You telling me she's gonna revoke my man's visa, bro? You telling me she got the green card in her hands, bro?
God, stop.
I felt-
All
yo.
she got to do is divorce the nigga.
Stop. Oh my god.
Amen.
My
Amen.
man's car.
Yo, my mom's a
That's fucked up.
sab.
That's true though. That's true.
Hey, my mom's a sab. Shout out to
Facts.
him though. I like him. He does his thing. I mean,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that also like
Wow.
what you just said. That also
Massage
brings
my
me to
feet.
another question.
I'll never forget that. Massage my feet.
Yo, you ain't rubbing your shorty's toes though. You ain't rubbing your shorty's feet. Your wife, the mother of your children.
What does that mean?
You're not.
What does
You
that
wouldn't
mean?
rub her feet if she asked you to.
What's this? You eating her ass if she asks you to? Oh, all right then. Here
Haven't
we go.
you done that?
That's not. Would you do it?
Oh my
would.
god.
You would?
I would.
You eating her ass if she asked you to?
I'm a changed man.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
You feel
he's a
me?
changed man. What
I
have you
get
been doing
older.
in your free time, huh?
Don't ask me that on the pod. Don't
Don't
ask me that on the pod.
Stop.
Relax.
Ask me that after the pod.
stop,
But
stop.
that being said, that brings me to another question. Like, yo, you never just be accepting. You never be accepting the fact that you're wrong and claiming that you did something that you know that you didn't do just to avoid an argument.
Wait.
Every time.
Yeah.
All the time. Like
All the time.
if I know it's a stupid argument, like it's going to cause a stupid argument, then yeah, I'll say that. But if it's something like real and like it's important, then I'm not gonna lie about it. But if it's stupid and it doesn't matter and it's insignificant, I just don't want to have this conversation because it doesn't mean anything. Then yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
did
different.
I-
I'm not taking that L. I'm not taking that L. When it comes to arguments, yo, I try not to have argument because I'm so nonchalant and with my demeanor where if you try to have an argument with me, it's not going to go really far. You feel me? It's not going to go very far. But at the same time, when I know that I didn't do something and somebody tries to pin some shit on me, I'm not accepting the fact that I did that shit because I didn't. You feel me?
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
For you as a girl, I know girls like to ask their mans like questions that they already know the answers to. Is that real? Like that's a real
Oh,
thing?
that's a real thing.
Why do y'all do that?
Because you never-
This is a double-edged sword. Why do
Okay.
you do that? And how do you know if he's lying? Like, and how do you know usually when your man is just lying regularly?
I want to know why everything is good, but then you got to fuck shit up and now everything is terrible just because you wanted answers to a question you already knew the answers to.
Wow. Okay.
Does that make sense? The vibe? No, not I'm not pointing this on
can
you.
skip
I'm
my
just saying
question
about
if you
in
want.
general.
You can skip my
I
question,
want
'cause
to
I
know
like
because
that.
everything is great. We're having a jolly old time.
It's not great though.
It's on her mind.
It's not great though.
She's just not
The
telling you.
great.
moment,
Yeah, go
the moment she found out, it wasn't great anymore. So, but I feel like with women, we just kind of want to hear it, even though we know it's true. We want to see if you have the gall enough to like actually tell us what it is that happened.
And then when we do,
And then when we do, well, of
it's an
course we
issue.
well, it was an issue regardless. That was just now it's a moment where they can actually like go through it with you. They're not just dealing with it by itself. You have to be involved as well because you're the one who got them to be in that state from the first place.
I can understand that.
so what if I capped and I
So-
lied? Would everything have been good then?
No, if you cap and you lie, it's even worse. I'm telling you, it's just based on the fact that to see if you actually, you didn't tell me now. Well, I'm now giving you the opportunity to tell me. Are you gonna tell me? And then go from there.
Okay, now that's one thing. Now say you
Okay.
have a question, right? That you don't know the answer to, but you know what the possible answer could be and you know how it's going to hurt your feelings. Would you just not ask that question at all, or would you still just say fuck it and ask the question? And if you know what the possible answer could be, when you get that answer, why are we surprised all of a sudden? You knew what the possible
you don't wanna
answer could have
believe it.
been.
You don't wanna believe
Yeah,
it.
there's the denial, but I'm just like, if something has the possibility of being true and you don't want to know if it's true, I feel like you just shouldn't ask the question. It's just like the thing where it's just like
curiosity,
me.
though.
Like,
Yeah.
for
It's
example,
human nature. It's human nature. Like you want to know stuff. You just want to know stuff, even if like you shouldn't know this. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain.
For example,
Okay.
would you ask your significant others their past history?
No, I wouldn't want to know
Because
that.
you wouldn't want to know the answer to that, right?
I wouldn't want to know that.
Facts.
Yes.
Now I asked that question. Now all of a sudden I didn't know that you fucking messed around with three of my boys, but now I got to know that, and I lived with that just because I chose to ask that question.
You got to tell me that on the front end. If you fucking with any of my niggas, I better know that immediately. That's different. I don't give a fuck. Like, you tell me that then, oh, word, you're cut. Because I don't want to be fucking with a girl my niggas fuck
I'm
with.
here. That's why I asked that question specifically for you. You feel me? Specifically for Rich. You feel me? Because I'm just at the time where I'm like, hey, yo, I've done shit in my past. You've done shit in your past. There's probably shit about me that you don't want to know. There's shit about you I definitely do not want to know. You feel me? So I'm just not going to ask the question and just hope that, we're good all, into the future. So if it comes up in the future, we can talk about it. Everything's cool. I'm always good with like discussing things when it comes up. If it can be avoided, cool too. But like, I don't have problems not knowing said shit if it's never going to affect said relationship. You feel me?
Okay, that makes
Like,
sense.
why do I gotta know about something that happened 5 years ago if it's never gonna touch us now? You
I
feel
was
me?
saying, okay, in that case that makes sense. But also, like, I feel like for me, if there was, say if Darnell had somebody like an ex that he had like a huge, history with, but it ended badly, and he doesn't know how she is or how she can be, so he tells me in advance, like, hey, this is my ex, kind of ended badly, just in case if I see her, I know like what I'm aware of what's in front of me. You get what I'm saying? Instead of me not knowing, and that person could have any ulterior motives towards me.
Do y'all know what your exes are doing after y'all are done with them?
No, that's why.
No.
There's a reason. Why would I want to know?
Yeah, so
Like, I don't want to know that
with
shit.
that being said, I'm just like, if I feel like, I don't know, it's just the whole like, if I see them in public, like if something would happen, but I'm like, but if I'm not in that person's life, they're not in my life, we're not following each other. If y'all see each other in person, like y'all probably just won't even interact with each other. 'Cause y'all probably just won't even know each other.
I highly doubt that. Because if you have history with someone and you see them on the street, there's no way you're just walking by, no matter how it ended.
I'm saying if I see, I'm not saying if you see me, if you see like the significant other on the street. Like say, for example, you got an ex and they see your significant other in the street, not you with them, just the significant other on their own.
Oh,
Okay.
I
I
thought you
feel
meant
like,
okay.
yeah, I don't think anything is gonna pop off. Like where you were saying, if I was to see them in public, blah blah blah. I don't think anything would pop off because honestly, y'all don't know each other. Y'all have a common connection. Yeah, one person.
can see-
but if everyone was able to move on, I don't think shit would pop off if y'all.
But I'm saying in the case that
depends if
everybody's
everyone was
not,
able to move on.
that's what I'm
that's
saying.
a very
In the case that
tricky
it doesn't
situation.
happen,
Because I can see a boyfriend still loving the fuck out of his girl and she moved on, see his nigga on the street, jump him.
Yep.
With
Chris Brown
with his
and
boys.
Karuchi.
there you go.
I wasn't trying to get at that, but I could totally see
that
like
picture is hilarious.
But I could also see the
Chris Brown
roles
was in the
reversed.
street. Karuchi's behind her bodyguard. Chris Brown's just looking at her like this. That shit was hilarious, bro.
But like, I could totally imagine. I could see girls doing the same thing, like seeing my new girl on the street, and then my ex sees her with her girls. Hey, let's go beat her ass.
let's go have a conversation.
I don't see that happening.
Or
bro.
let's go have a conversation, or let's
go
antagonize
scare
her.
Let's
Yeah.
go do something like let her
Y'all
know.
do that? I don't see that shit happening. Is
I
that
can see
real?
it,
Not
bro.
me,
I've seen
but I've
I've
seen
seen
it.
shit in my
I've
life.
seen it.
You think people are that petty?
Yes, I've seen it.
Jesus.
You gotta like experience it too. That's why I believe. Like I know it's
You gotta
possible.
grow up, yo.
No, like experience. I mean, like see it. Like, see
Oh,
it
okay. Yeah, it's not a fun experience. No.
Like, yeah, you know what? Like you know, both genders can be extremely crazy.
Yep.
So anything is possible. I truly believe anything is possible in that situation. It just depends how each person feels. Jealousy is a crazy thing, bro. It's a drug itself.
I can tell you this. If I've ever had past relationships with somebody, past relations or anything with somebody, and I was to see them in person with somebody else, personally, I'm probably not even saying anything unless like, we both make what's that shit called?
Eye contact.
Nah, like if they say something, like I'm not saying
Rapport,
anything
you
unless
feel me?
someone says something to me. You feel me? Like I'm not engaging if there's no reason to engage. You feel me? If I see you in the street, I'm perfectly fine with being and then keep it pushing. You feel me?
What you doing? What you doing if your ex came to you, like you saw him in the street and she just walked up to you with her man, it's like, oh, I just want to introduce you.
A complete waste of my time. Like that's a complete waste of my time. Like, shorty, you wasted your breath for me to not care. Like.
It didn't end badly. It didn't end badly. Like y'all, like it ended smooth. Like it was mutual.
Hey,
she just wanted to say hi. Like, oh, this is my new man. It's like, how you doing? You cool with that?
One, I don't see the purpose of, if we're cool and everything, I don't see the purpose of you pulling up with your new man, coming to me specifically.
No, I mean like you
hey, this is my new
same
man. But
situation. Like you see each other in the street.
If it was to happen, what's good? How you doing?
All right. So you would just have a normal conversation about okay.
Chill.
All right.
I'm good. Like I don't throw disrespect unless it's thrown my way. Like I'm perfectly okay with having a cordial conversation with somebody. You feel me? I can do that. Like honestly, if I was to see somebody with somebody I've been in the past with, it's not like I'm gonna be envious or jealous or anything. I'm like, all right, word. How you doing? You doing all right? How you holding up with her? Cause she drove me crazy.
Oh, wow.
Like you alright?
Wow.
I can give you some tips if she's still doing the shit that she was doing in the past.
Wow.
Let me tell you how you can prevent that.
Wow.
Okay, Devin.
All right.
Make sure y'all are good.
This conversation was somewhere I didn't.
How did that go somewhere? I'm telling you how I can keep it cordial.
You keep it cordial with half of the
couple. Wow. I don't know about that one.
I can just totally see.
I wouldn't do that though.
Going
I
way
wouldn't do
left
that.
to way left.
I can see you doing some shit like that.
I would only do that if the disrespect was brought my way. I can always just be like, oh hey, what's up? How you doing? I think honestly, I can be the type of person where like if I was to see my ex in public with somebody else and we were to make an encounter, I could go the entire conversation without even pointing out the fact that I'm said person's ex. Like I can carry out the whole conversation and shit. You might not even know I was her ex until I walk away and she tells you I was her ex. You feel me? Like I can keep it cool and professional like that. You feel me?
Imagine that kind of conversation. Oh, he was a cool guy. Oh, that's my ex.
Hey.
Don't kill me.
2017. Don't kill me. Yeah, facts. But shit like that happens. You feel me? I keep it a buck. Would you? We already know. Imani don't like women to women encounters. Flashback to a few previous episodes.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, don't talk to Imani. Rich, how would you feel?
Jesus.
You asked us. I don't think we got the same answer back though from you.
For me, if I have an ex, it's usually like
Rich
I
is
don't
talking
want
shit.
to be with you. Like I made the call.
Oh, so it's you.
Oh,
you made the decision.
You're
the reason why.
No. Listen. No. I will do this. I learned I don't like to be the bad guy. Or I don't like to hurt people's feelings. I don't mind hurting people's feelings, but if I care about you, I'd rather you hurt my feelings than I hurt your feelings.
Or let them think that you hurt. That
they hurt you. Exactly.
You're like that, okay.
Exactly. So me, I'll do some shit where it's like, you don't want to be with me anymore, but it's like, it's not anything like fuck shit where it's just like, all right, fuck this dude. It's just like, yo, it's not working out anymore. I want to do my own thing. So I'll do shit like that. Like, all right. But if I don't want to do it, it's so slow. Like I'm cutting you off. Like, don't care about you at all. Like I was talking. Oh, I hope she's not watching this. I was. Yo.
And if she is, how you doing?
Hello.
I hope you've been good.
So it was this
giving your new man the same problems you was giving my man's over here.
Nah. She didn't give me problems at all. She didn't give me any problems
These
at
are
all.
questions we want answers.
No, she didn't give me any problems at all. She was cool people.
Wait, hold on. That's not like a valid question. Has the ex gotten better since the last ex?
No, it just sounds hella petty, Dev.
Have you matured?
Dev.
Nah, but I'll say this. So the girl I was fucking with, like,
because I've matured. Okay, go ahead.
Nah, she was cool. Like, she didn't give me no problem. She didn't ask for shit. Like, she just come over, smoke with me, we do our thing, and then she leave the next morning or whatever. Leave that night, right?
That's nice.
And then she like bring her friends from my boys too. It was lit. Like, she was great.
Oh, she was a nice friend.
I just got tired of her. I just got bored of her.
I'd be like that.
And I just told her straight up, like,
But
can't do
At
this
least you were
anymore.
honest.
Wait, but she was doing everything right. So why did you get bored of her? I'm confused.
So men are like this. You can do everything right, but if I don't see like you can do everything right, but like if I physically don't see myself or mentally see myself with you long term, or I don't see like.
Is that ever, or is that just a person?
I never saw myself being with her.
So you knew what it was from the jump.
Yes, I never saw it on a relational level with her at all. Like to me, it was always just friends, and then.
Okay.
You feel me? Did Shorty know what it was?
Did she know?
Oh yeah, she knew what it was from the jump.
Okay, and that's respectful.
But like I could tell like later on into the summer that she was capping about the way she felt. She wasn't admitting it because she knew I was straight up about the way I felt, which was I don't feel any way. Feel me? Like you could leave tomorrow and I would not give a fuck. Yeah. Told her that all the time.
She was smooth in the beginning. She caught feelings along the way, but
and no, it was smooth all the way until the end. I just know I fucking made her cry because her her friend or her roommate was fucking with my roommate, and her roommate still wanted to come over after I cut her off.
It'd be like that.
And she was like, "Yeah, she's crying because Darnell did this." I'm just like, "Sheesh, I feel bad now." Crazy. But she still wants to come over and fuck with you. Man, she's a terrible friend.
I mean, it's not like your boy is like you. You feel?
Oh no, I don't give a fuck what he does. Yeah.
No. I'm saying like in terms of her, because I'm like saying like if I was said Shorty, and I'm like, okay, my friend put me on with the person that she's fucking with's like friend, but I'm like, but if she's not fucking with that person anymore, I'm not fucking with that person. I'm just fucking with his friend. So like technically, we're not really connected. The only connection is like, I'm going to house. The only connection, I'm going to the crib. You feel me? That's the only connection. But I don't see her being a bad friend. Like as long as it's not with you,
I hear it.
You just down the hall. Honestly, at that point.
But yeah, to answer your question, I never saw anything long term with her. I never put myself in that mentality, so it was never.
So why
I never
even
gave her that
with
chance because it was good.
Oh, okay.
You ever be fucking people you don't like?
I liked her. I just didn't want a relationship with her. Like she was cool. Like, I went to the mall with her a couple times.
No, that's a general question.
Walked around.
That was a general question.
Went to lunch once.
Y'all ever be fucking around with people you just don't like?
No. In college, yeah.
No, not even in college.
No, in college, oh yeah.
Nah, facts.
Anyway,
facts.
Right, I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah, nah, it's okay. It's okay.
If you're watching this, I'm so sorry. It's just for the podcast. I did not mean no smoke.
Yeah, and it's never any smoke. Anytime we have these type of conversations, we're never antagonizing people. We're never throwing shade at people. We're just reflecting our past experiences. You feel me? We only talk about ourselves. We never talk about other people unless we were involved in said action. You feel me? So it's all love. You feel me? And that's why I don't think I'm like, you would say that was like, it's being petty if I was asking. I'm like, yo, but it's sometimes to me, it's an actual question. I'm just like, okay, like we weren't cool back then, but it's like some years later, I'm actually curious, like, yo, you were going through shit at the time. Like, are you good now? Or are you still where you were at the time? That's honestly how I feel. I can understand where it'd be petty because instead of, asking that person, I'm asking their significant other. But I also would never do that in real life. I'm never talking to, what's it called, an ex's significant other. If I know that was said person's significant other. You feel me?
Amen.
Facts. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Y'all want to talk about some new music? Or unless y'all got any other topics that you want to bring up?
New music. I know it wasn't that much that dropped.
It was kind of slow.
Yeah, it was a slow week.
Unmute me, Marino. Yeah, it was pretty slow. It was slow. What dropped? Let's see.
We had Nav.
Yep, you got it.
Nav came out with an album, Emergency Tsunami. First of all, that name, I don't understand. I mean, I'm not really a big Nav fan. I always like his features because I feel like his features on his songs go crazy. Him not so much, but the songs always have like a nice beat, nice like vibe, nice little chorus. Like he's catchy. He's a catchy rapper. So to me, like this album was okay. I like all his other albums. They're okay. The features go crazy.
No, go ahead, keep talking. This
is his best song to me on the album. This is all I play. And I play for the remix, or for the features. You feel me? Not for him.
Can I be honest about Nav? So with Nav, right?
Canadian.
Canadian signed to EXO under the weekend. Nav, when it comes to projects, he delivered, I think maybe my favorite. I think maybe my favorite project by Nav was what was it? Bad Habits? Bad Habits. Yeah, I think that was my favorite project from Nav. And the thing about Nav is he can drop like some joints. He can make smooth joints. I always fucked with his production. But just him in general, I'm like, yo, I don't really see that much versatility.
Does he use autotune?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
His vocals are drowned in auto-tune, you feel me?
Don't kill me.
It drowned in auto-tune. And like that's okay. Some people can make it work, some people can't. But with Nav, I just feel like there's not enough versatility. I fuck with Nav mostly because of his production. Like he has other people produce his shit too, but he was a producer before becoming a rapper, so he has a hand on all of his production. And I've always fucked with like his beats, always. Him himself, if he got a nice melody, I probably fucked with the tracks. But in terms of actual like bars or shit like that,
no.
I wasn't coming to Nav for that. I wasn't.
Did you listen to the album?
I gave this album a little sneak peek. I think I kind of had it in the back. Actually, no. What am I saying? No. What am I saying? I've listened to this entire project. I'm looking through the track list. I listened to this entire project, but it was easily just background music, to be honest. I don't think anything really like caught my eye that well, like that Young Weezy track with Nav and Gunna. That was a little banger. I can't remember what the track sounded like with Lil Baby. But like the other tracks, it was just nice background music, to be honest. That's what Nav is to me at this point. Nav, at one point, when Uzi said he was going to stop putting out music, Nav said, yeah, if you quit, I'm going to quit too, and nobody batted an eye. And then he came back and continued to release music. So it is what it is at this point, I guess. You forgot about that, right? Nigga said he wasn't going to... He
did that specifically so people could be like, no,
and nobody said shit. I remember he was mad at some point because he was out somewhere and paparazzi wasn't following him. And I'm like, nah, it ain't that, dude. You were never that high profile of an artist. You feel me? You never were.
Oh,
it just is what it is. You feel me? All right,
that ruthless with it.
Okay.
People come to this podcast for a reason, guys. Y'all forget that. The Kid Laroi put out the deluxe version of his project, Fuck Love.
Did we talk about the regular version when it came out?
I probably had it in the notes, but we probably didn't get to it.
You want to talk about it? I mean, I listened to it simply because I saw that you were listening to it, and I was like, huh.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was like, if Dev was listening to it, let me give it a try.
Yeah, that's not for everybody.
Nah, his voice is like, it's weird because like he has like some songs, his voice, I fuck with his flow and I fuck with his like beat choice, but then there are other songs I'm like, why?
He's 17.
Oh, that really? I get that in his voice because it sounds really childish sometimes. So okay, that makes sense then. All right, I'll let him rock then because he's gonna grow into it. His voice is gonna get deeper and shit. So all right, he's 17.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he's good. He's good at 17.
All of a sudden, he's good.
No, for a 17-year-old, he's good. But like, if he was like, I've been seeing his name for a while, like two years now, I think.
Yeah. So
that's why I thought he was older, which is why I thought he should be better. But 17, oh no, he good for a 17. I'll take my shit back.
So the Kid Laroi is a rapper from Australia.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there we go.
Is he white?
Yes.
Oh my God.
White?
Bro, did you not see the album cover? Like, nigga,
I didn't look at the album cover.
That's the album. That's the album cover, bro.
Why are you like
bro,
this?
What does that mean? What does a white face mean on an album cover? What does that mean?
I don't know. The person's probably white.
No, it don't mean shit.
Okay.
Album covers are album covers.
Nah, I feel you. But yes, Kid Laroi is, now I have to say, a white rapper from Australia.
Oh, shit.
Signed to Grade 8 Productions, which is Lil Bibby's label. So he signed under Bibby, same label that Juice WRLD was signed to, R.I.P. So, Juice WRLD was pretty much Juice WRLD and Lil Bibby, you can throw in G Herbo too. Those three were pretty much mentors to Kid Laroi within the past 2 years. So if you're listening to the Kid Laroi's music, if you can hear similarities between him and Juice WRLD, that's the reason why. You feel me? So,
his voice is playful.
He got signed I'd say like 2-3 years ago. And he's been working up to release his debut project, which is this, Fuck Love. When he first came out with his debut single, maybe last year and some change, it was a video on Lyrical Lemonade, and I fucked with it like crazy because I was onto the Kid Laroi before he gains like attention from the rest of the world. So I was watching his career build up. Now with the drop of this project, I enjoyed the standard edition when it came out. I don't think I took in the deluxe edition I don't think I've listened to it enough times. I think I gave it a quick run through. Deluxe edition has like 7 tracks on it. The album as a whole, the standard plus the deluxe, is 22 tracks. When the standard version came out, my favorites on it were Wrong with Lil Mosey. Never thought I'd like a Lil Mosey verse until that song. Not Fair with Corbin. Tell Me Why, because he put that out right after Juice died, so that was a pretty touchy song. And what's another one that I like on there? It might just be those 3. Actually, no. Same Thing Is Fire. Same Thing's fire. And Need You Most samples Neo. So he just gets that from me because he sampled Neo. You feel me? But him, I think in a couple of years, he's going to be a problem in a couple of years. Yeah. Right now, how the world is like reacting to him, I think his label is trying to set him up similar to like Justin Bieber, which is why he's like singing a lot more on certain tracks. But which is cool if you want to get like the pop, if you want to get like the pop crowd, I can see why you'd go through that. But in terms of like hip hop, in a couple of years, I think he's going to be a problem. This is me saying that now. Yeah. It's been much on the 109.
Mark it down.
Facts. But what's it called? You brought it up. Oh no, I brought it up. But what were you about to say about the project before I talked about it?
No, it was good. It was a solid project. Like it was weird to me because his voice, like I could tell it was childish. Like it sounded like a kid's voice.
Let me just play something.
When I was listening to it, it kind of felt like a throwback. It gave me like a throwback vibe. I don't know, like.
No, go ahead.
I'm trying to remember how I felt in the moment when I was listening to it, because I was listening to him like before I was going to the gym and on my way here, and it just gave me some sort of feeling like to when I was like a kid again.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I don't know how to describe his music, but it's not bad. It's just like his voice, you can tell it's from a younger person. So I know he's gonna grow into it. He's gonna be fire. Like the songs are good. It's just the beat choice. I wish I'd pick a different beat. Like I can see the pop vibe coming in there a little bit. It's good for him.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's good for him.
We'll see what happens with Kid Laroi in a
17,
bit.
I can't shit on the 17-year-old.
Facts. And I'll be saying that back
That's
in the
better
day.
than a lot of niggas I know. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, we'll keep track of Kid Laroi's career and we'll see how he does within the next couple of months, and we'll keep y'all updated. You feel me? Let's see other things that have come out this week. Let's see, Doughboy put out a project, but I didn't get to listen to it yet.
I didn't listen to it either. I don't know why I didn't get. I think it was because I tried to listen to his last project and it was just his last EP, and it wasn't that good. So
it wasn't hitting?
No, it wasn't hitting. His singles are much better than his projects. Like he'll drop a single off the project that'll make you think his entire project is fire, and then you listen to the project, it's just like, oh, it was just that one single that was fire. So that's why I don't listen to his shit anymore like that. But like, it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, I remember Doughboy.
Future putting a lot of money into that nigga though.
Facts. I remember Doughboy got like got a lot of attention earlier this year. I forgot what track it was, but he dropped a track in a video earlier this year and it got a lot of attention and a lot of buzz. So
is that when he was freestyling with the niggas around him and shit?
No, it was an actual music video. But I just forget what it was. I'll let you know like after the show when I looks it out. Huh?
It was the one in front of the house, when he was in front of the house, like all the cars behind him and shit.
I don't remember. I remember Drake put it up and like that caught like a lot of attention. But the actual song, no, I don't remember it. But I know that Doughboy's been signed under Future for a while.
Really?
A while. Yeah, for a while. So I'm just happy that he's at least starting to get shine, with the rest of the hip hop community on a more like global level. You feel me? I don't know. I feel like there's mad rappers have labels and a lot of them have failed. Like we don't talk about that enough. Where rappers we feel like are hot as shit, but then their artists just don't reach anywhere up to that status. Like which labels are like that?
OVO.
No, OVO's like that. OVO's like that. Facts. OVO is like that. They're just big R&B acts. I'm trying to think why aren't they like bigger in terms of like I don't know,
Popularity.
But R&B in general was never really like that. You feel me? Like the big popular R&B stars, I feel like are mostly female. Like the rappers are the ones that are making like the popular joints, and like hip hop's popular. R&B is popular too, but besides Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller, Trey Songz, and like just Black and like a couple other niggas like that, like in terms of males in R&B, I don't think they're that pushed. The female R&B singers, in my opinion, are pushed more.
So who would you say?
For what?
Comparing the ones that aren't getting pushed, like you said, artists that have labels under them, but the artists aren't getting...
Okay, my fault. Yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. All right, so for example, I do believe MMG has been quiet. MMG only has Ross.
That's a very good point.
Meek.
Yo,
MMG.
You would think that the whole MMG is legit just Ross and Meek.
That's it. That's all you would think it is. But there still are other rappers assigned to that.
Is Dream Chasers another thing under that?
No, Dream Chasers is its own thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's signed to another label.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one. Good music is starting to become that.
Well, who's he have? He has Big Sean, Pusha.
Big Sean, Pusha, Designer, Tiana Taylor.
Tiana, her last album
slapped, but it took forever for it to come out.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why. Cudi was signed there once, but then Cudi left. Common was with them, but then left. Travis was with them, but then left. Hit Boy was with them, but then left.
God damn.
Facts, you feel me?
God damn.
So yeah, a lot of people were signed to the label. It's Bad Boy's like that right now. Bad Boy was
he's everything he touches turns to poop.
Bad Boy was up and prominent in the 90s and the early 2000s, but in 2020, I can't tell you what Bad Boy's up to right now.
I hope he made his money or made enough money, because ain't no one fucking with him now. After what he did, after everything he's done.
Exactly.
Burned too many bridges, fucked up too many relationships, too much bad history.
Yeah, I can say Future might be another one of them, to be honest. Future might be another one with free bands.
Free banging?
Yeah, because besides Future and Doughboy, I can't really think of any other artists
I don't know any
that label. Like if you want me to keep it a buck, if you want to keep it a buck, Young Thug is running YSL way better than Future's running free bands. You feel me? Young Thug got fucking Gunna, Keed, Got It. Like, you got those three, and they're making names for themselves in the game. So, yeah, in terms of Thug and Future, I think Thug got you a little beat right now.
Who does Future have besides Doughboy?
I don't know. That's the problem.
I know he always be promoting free band gang, but like,
who's free band gang?
Yeah, I never I know Doughboy is signed to Future. That's it. That's the only rapper I know signed to Future.
Yeah.
I'm about to Google that after that.
Facts. But yeah, it's been. Yes. Omarion dropped a project, bro.
He dropped a project? Look at her.
That shit slapped, bro.
Oh, don't get me excited.
In terms of like R&B joints, you feel me? R&B. Omarion has normally been nice at making music. He got a couple projects, like his Sex Playlist project. That's the one that has Supposed to Be on it, and this joint called the MIA with Wale. Omarion been nice at this, you feel me? But he got to the point where, you know, he's more, his music is like for grown folk. It's just like adult contemporary R&B. So that's why it's not really pushed on like billboards or mainstream like that. But that dude can still make music. One of his songs is actually my vibe of the week for this episode. So
which one?
Yeah, with Peep involved.
I've been in the game like 15 plus years, man.
I can't wait.
I expect his music to be for grown folk at this point.
That man can still dance too.
That man made music for me.
And that man can still dance too. Don't sleep. The Weeknd hopped on. He hopped on a remix with Maluma. Okay. You know Maluma? He's a Latin singer.
I know the Baby dropped on a song with a Latin singer. It was trash. Bro.
Oh, I didn't peep that. But yeah, the one with the Weeknd and Maluma, that one goes in.
Maluma?
Yeah, Maluma. Maluma. The track is called the Hawaii Remix. Young Boy and Nicki dropped a track produced by Mike Will. Let me fast forward this joint so y'all can hear this.
Pregnant.
Nah, she had a kid. She had a son.
Oh, she had it?
Yeah, she had a son.
See you take it off. Yeah, I'm everything you heard about. Trying to see what your world about. Word of mouth. Can't be buying all the bottles, what you can't do. Supposed to be shining, but she
Did you just jump into the middle of the song? Yep. Alright, that's why I like it.
Yeah, bounce that ass, do it how your mama talk to.
I just want to play them a little snippet.
I hear it.
Let's have a drink out after that, we can leave. I leave the club driving fast, baby, with that speed up.
Throw that back.
Nah. Love you, Nikki, just not for this episode. Thing with Youngboy is, as he gets older,
Where did that come from?
what?
Young boy, like thing with young boy. What? Where did the young boy transition come from?
Playing his shit?
Oh shit, I'm smacked. Okay,
Talking about new music?
you got that.
Facts. With Youngboy, right? Because he put that track out on Friday. I honestly feel I didn't fuck with Youngboy's music in the beginning of his career. I know a lot of people were riding him heavy and still ride him heavy to this day. That's cool. I fucked with a couple tracks off of his most recent project, but I'm starting to realize as Youngboy gets older, because I think he's only 21 right now. He turned 21 recently. He's a problem now, sure, but if he stays out of trouble and he's like good legally, I think in a couple more years, or shit, maybe next year or two, Youngboy might be a real actual problem. You feel me?
He's already a problem.
I'm hip, but like,
But as it pertains to like numbers, like he's a problem. Like he's always going to get numbers.
I think he's a problem now just because like his music is good too, but he's just popular on the internet,
Yeah, his
like
following,
and like
yeah.
YouTube. He just got a big following. But in terms of fucking me seeing him on like billboards and like selling albums like crazy, I think as he matures and gets older,
That's
he's
the thing. I don't
be
think
doing
he's
the
gonna
thing.
mature and get older. I really don't.
He's an issue.
Bro, he has 5 kids. If that doesn't help you mature, I don't know what will.
I see it,
And he has money, bro.
I see it. I see him maturing a little bit because in the beginning of his career, you just saw everything he was doing, bro. I'm not seeing that much nowadays. You feel
My
me?
thing is, when you do see him, he's still acting the same way. You just don't see as much of it.
I can respect that at least.
No, no.
Keep your
it would
shit
be different.
under wraps. You feel me?
It'd be different. Like if he was moving differently and we weren't seeing it. But like even when we do see it, he's acting the same exact way he was at the beginning of his career. It's just we're not seeing it as often, which makes me believe he's just better at hiding it. He's not maturing. He's just getting smarter at hiding his immaturity.
Heard. Okay.
And that will come back to bite him on the ass
It
eventually.
will.
I hope not.
He's done too much nonsense.
Facts. He got Floyd Mayweather.
Yo, I was about to say,
Floyd
she gonna
Mayweather's
fuck him
wife.
up. Like, he gonna find a way to fuck him up.
They're not even together anymore, right?
Exactly.
But she's pregnant.
Exactly.
And there you go.
And he got
That's
too much
and
money.
that's a Mayweather too.
Bro,
so
that's
I'm
what I'm
just
saying. Like, yo, he's going to find a way. He has too much money to not make things happen. And I'm not
That's
talking about like hurting a nigga. I'm just talking about like fucking up his reputation type shit.
That whole story was crazy. The
Really
him and the whole
serious.
Yaya situation. That whole situation was crazy. But yeah, I think that's it for new music. To be honest, I know Guapdad 4000 dropped a track too. I'll play
gotta pay
y'all a
publicist.
little snippet of
There's a
that.
story about young boy.
Facts. It's a little snippet of Guapdad's latest track. He dropped a track over the weekend called Alpha. And Guapdad been smooth with his releases, you feel me? I put a couple people on to Guapdad back in the day when I remember he came out. First track I listened to was his one with Black, Prada Process, and that joint's been smooth. And Guapdad since has been dropping consistent releases. We don't forget his I think he appeared on the Dreamville Revenge of the Dreamers 3. I think he had like 6 or 5 appearances on that album. So look out for Guapdad 4000. You feel me? He's on the come up if he isn't up already. Facts. Alright, word. I think that's it for new music. We can get into our reality checks and then close with our vibe of the week. Let's do it.
My reality check stems from something we were talking about earlier today, beginning of the episode. We were talking about how just being older, getting older, just sucks the life out of you, not being able to have fun. So I just want to say, people, we're going into summer. We're going into winter. Okay. It's COVID season. It's getting cold. I understand people are getting trapped inside, but make sure you find a way to be proactive, to be active, to get out the house, to enjoy yourself, to enjoy life. Because like I said, in New England, winters suck. It gets dark around like 4 o'clock. COVID already, so we're already trapped in the house as is. So try to find a way to get out of the house into and enjoy yourself, because that's going to give you a positive mindset. It's going to help you with your energy as well as with your positivity. Just get out the house, enjoy yourself, find ways to enjoy yourself. Go on a walk, go play some ball at the park or something, play with your dog, play catch, do something to just get out the house, because it's going to help you in the long run. So that's my reality check.
Okay. I want to tell our followers to just let go of any bad energy that you have lingering over you. Any issues that you feel like are still around, whether the other person's in the wrong or you're in the wrong, just let go of any issues that you have, whether that may be closure, having a conversation, or just simply literally forgetting about the issue as a whole. I just advise everybody to just release as much as you can. Always find some time and a space to just decompress and just let the outside world go away for a little bit. That's it.
And then for my reality check, for once, it's actually going to be pretty short. You feel me? Don't sacrifice your happiness for the sake of others. When I say that, we're all living through life and it comes with struggle. But then again, at the same time, everyone's struggling with something. You feel me? Everybody is struggling with something. And people may feel like they need you as a support system, but you got to remember that they can't have you as a support system if you're not there presently yourself. You feel me? So take care of yourself. Don't give away too much of yourself because you need that. You feel me? You need that to keep you going. You need that to keep you alive. You need that to keep you positive and thriving and continuing to be a light for other people as you've been doing for a long time. So with that being said, always check yourself, check your surroundings, any situation that you might be in. And if it's going to damage or just do something to your well-being, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So don't sacrifice your happiness, all right? That's my reality check. And that's pretty much the end of our episode. We hope y'all enjoyed. And for the new listeners that have come on to the show, hopefully you enjoyed what you heard. And we'll see you again next time, too. You feel me? Make sure you're following us on our social medias, Instagram, The Urban Product, Twitter, The Urban Product, YouTube, The Urban Product, any podcast platform, you can find us there as The Urban Product. You feel me? Artists, musicians, I'm talking directly to you right now. If you feel like you are in a space where you want to expose your talents, expose your music, and just ready to share with the world, and you feel like you got enough sauce to pull up to the pod, email us at urbanproductboston@gmail.com. You feel me? A lot of artists peeping right now. If you're wondering why I haven't responded to your Instagram DM, is because you hit me up on Instagram DM. You feel me? It says clear in big letters in my bio, email for business inquires. So if you send me something in the DM, if I respond to the DM, that's just because you caught me on a good day. You feel me? But genuinely, we would like y'all to just hit us up on our emails moving forward, and we can, just get everything rolling. You feel me? So with that being said, it's been your boy DME.
It's been your boy Cozy Rich.
It's been your girl Imani.
And you've been listening to The Urban Products. We will catch y'all next week.
Love.
Deuce.